What did you think of the two characters in our story this morning? I reckon that you probably looked at the Pharisee and you went, oh, boo. And you looked at the tax collector and said, hooray. But you see, in Jesus' day, they wouldn't have been saying that. Jesus does this a lot. He gives us a good guy, the Pharisee. The Pharisees were the good guys. They kept all the rules in the Old Testament. They were the religious ones. They were the well-behaved guys, the ones who wouldn't get into trouble in class, the ones who kept all the rules, even the little ones that didn't matter to anybody else. Even when people weren't looking, they were still keeping the rules. Whereas the tax collectors were the ones who were the baddies, the ones who you'd boo and hiss at in a pantomime. And you see, Jesus sets up this little story, and it's like bursting a balloon, the balloon of our pride. Because what's the problem with the Pharisee? Well, he's proud. He looks at himself and he compares himself to other people and he says, thank you that I'm not like them. This teacher of the law, this man who knew his Bible, thank you that I'm not like these other people who are bad. You see, his prayer isn't really a prayer at all, is it? It's a boast. Whereas the tax collector, well, he looks at himself and he looks at God and he says, I've got so far to go. I need mercy. I wonder who you think you're more like. I reckon we're most likely to think that we're like the tax collector, aren't we? The one who, because we're Christians, so we know we need Jesus' forgiveness. But how often do we look at other people and compare ourselves and say, well, I'm better than them? You know, I'm one of these good people who doesn't drop litter. Yeah, these bad people over there, that's who you should be talking to, Jesus. I'm one of these good people who work hard at my homework. I get it in on time. I'm okay with my finances. I've never stolen. I've never murdered or bullied or anything like that. I'm one of the good guys here. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, God, you're pretty lucky to have me on your team. I've even kept the lockdown rules, unlike these other people. Ouch. Do you see what Jesus is doing? He's bursting any attempt at pride. Any attempt that we could claim that we are good. But you see, the tax collector, he didn't compare himself to other people. And when we come to Jesus and we see how good and amazing he is, we can't help but go, I need you. I'm not good enough. I need your forgiveness and I need your mercy. So which one are you more like? I reckon the answer is the Pharisee, if we're honest with ourselves. And so we need to work at praying that prayer that the tax collector prayed of saying, have mercy on me, a sinner. I desperately need you, Lord Jesus. I desperately need you. Why not pray that little prayer that the tax collector prayed with you in your families now?